professional career, you should be able to express everything in a statistical way. Any problem, you express it as a statistical problem. For example, your knowledge transformation in the training program. This is very subjective. How the training is going on and how you are learning and how you are getting certified, how you are going to implement, everything is subjective. Can I still bring some numbers here?
Yes.
Possible. Or can you tell me some numbers? What are the numbers that can speak about your, the outcome of the program? One thing could be
qualifying percentage.
Very good. Qualifying percentage. Beautiful. Then what else?
Saving.
Attendance can be
scoring 80%, 90%.
Attendance can be one more.
Oh, attendance can be another thing. Beautiful. And then the number of successful projects within 1 year of completion of the training program.
Correct.
Can be another thing. So somehow you bring numbers so that your problem gets defined properly. If you are not doing it, the beginning itself is, a deviation. Beginning wrongly, you cannot reach, the success milestone. So the foundation for Six Sigma is any real-time problem, you should be able to express it in the form of a number. If you can express in the form of a number, it simply means you have understood your problem. If you struggle a lot to identify the appropriate number to represent your problem, take it granted, you have not even understood the problem. Am I correct? The big problem entire company is facing, but nobody is able to represent it using a number. The entire company should spend at least 6 months to find out the number. Then only they will be able to solve it. Proceeding without that particular number will never, make you to solve the problem. That number is called CTQ, critical to quality. That number is sometimes called CTB, critical to business. That number is sometimes called CTP, critical to process. Make the CTQ, make the CTB, make the CTP in favor of your business, all the magic results will automatically happen. So if you can express the problem in the form of number, you have understood the problem adequately. If you understand the problem, then you can monitor and control. You can monitor and control. If you can monitor and control, you can improve. But if something is way beyond your control, you are not able to monitor, then you should be fully at the mercy of God. Hand over the problem to God and expect the results to happen, right? Otherwise, you must work based on a data-driven approach. Collect data and then proceed with your project, right? And this is called the Six Sigma approach. A real-time problem is converted into a statistical problem. Where will we see the problem? Where our problem will reflect in our number? Our problem will reflect in some of the statistics calculated from the number. Two statistics are very important: average and standard deviation. Average will tell you where you have centered your process. For example, I conduct the training program, I conduct the test, and then all of you score beautifully. Finally, my average mark is 62. Tell me where I have centered my training program. Just pass mark 62. Now what is the chance that somebody can get the certificate in the first attempt? Very poor.
Very less.
Very less, right? So the statistics will help you to understand the problem. The problem intensity will reflect in the average. Whether the process is centered correctly or not, that reflects in the average. And the spread in the process is more or less, that will reflect in the standard deviation. This is how statistics will let you understand the nature of the problem. Even medical doctors use statistics. They take all decisions only going through your diagnostic report and compare it with the standards. My average should be somewhere here. My standard deviation should be somewhere here. If it is within the limit, then things are normal. If it is outside the limit, things are abnormal. Again, normal distribution comes into picture. Even a medical doctor, knowingly, unknowingly, he used statistics, in his day-to-day work. So this is called the Six Sigma method. And how can you build a beautiful